What is up, everyone? It is Metro Game 75 here. We're playing Sakura Gym Girls. So this game is the Prologue. So the actual games will come out on December 21st, but today we're playing the Prologue version. So right now, this is all about girls in the gym here. We're all working out, and let's get right into it. So this is pretty much a Prologue right here. Ooh, look at this. Renko? Hey, Sho, what do you think of my new outfit? I decided to dress up just for you, so I hope you enjoy it. Wearing a dress this form-fitting is a little embarrassing, but I don't mind so long as you're the only one who can see me like this. Oh yes, I am. I'm doing this just for you, so please feast your eyes so you can look at every single inch of me. Now, do you want me to perform a little dance for you? A lap dance I'll take. It'd be a shame if I didn't give him I booked this private room in this fancy club all for you. I hope you enjoy my super special dance. I've never performed this type of dance for anybody else. You know, so you ought to feel privileged. Pay close attention now, Sho. Sho? Hey, Sho. What? I can feel pressure against my shoulders and a warm breath against my ear. Wait. The back of my head meets my pillow with a dull flump and my eyelids flutter open. Huh? I blink bemused while white spots bloom in front of my vision. Was I dreaming? It was all a dream. I guess I must have been, given that once my eyes finally focus, I find myself in my unremarkable bedroom in my unremarkable apartment rather than the club of my fantasies. Still, that was quite the vivid dream. I really did think for a few moments there I was in some smoky club with Renko. The details of my dream are already beginning to escape me, but I think she was wearing a skin-tight dress. She looked utterly fantastic. Not that she doesn't look fantastic right now, of course. She's right on top of us. She isn't wearing a bodycon dress, but what she actually attired in doesn't leave all that much to the imagination. She's actually dressed in her night clothes, and I can see rather a sizable amount of her smooth, slender shoulders. The real Renko isn't as sexy, I guess, as the one in my dream, who was giving me this lustful, come-hither sort of look, but I think I prefer the real deal. My fantasy Renko was a bit too aggressive for my liking. Not that she is being aggressive already. She is literally lying on top of me with wonderful melons. Most girls wouldn't, I think, be this touchy-feely with their boyfriends. But then again, Renko isn't like most girls. She never had a problem with saying exactly what she thinks or doing exactly what she wants. I, by contrast, am rather more retiring. I had a crush on Renko for a while, but I never told her how I felt. I was too self-conscious. I was sure she rejected me, and I didn't want to deal with the disappointment of it, so I told myself it would be better to say nothing. Renko had been flirting with me for a bit, but I didn't think it meant anything. Renko's pretty flirty in general, and she's always gotten along with the opposite sex. I didn't think there was anything overly special in the way she spoke to me. But I guess I was wrong. I must have been because Renko, to my surprise, wound up confessing to me. If she not done that, we never would have gotten together, and we certainly would have been living together right now. Our relationship was only able to progress as it did because Renko took the initiative. This fact does make my masculinity pride sting a little, but I'm appreciative to Renko for being so bold. She's a lot more headstrong than I am, not to mention a lot more confident too. I can't detect even the slightest trace of discomfort as she nudges me. Her fingers still curl about my shoulders. Hey Sho, I hope you had a nice night. It wasn't bad, I guess. Not bad, huh? Well, that's good to hear. Did you have any interesting dreams? I think I'll bite briefly of Renko of my dreams, wearing that skin-tight dress and begin to blush. I guess that would constitute as an interesting dream, yeah. Though admitting to it is a bit embarrassing. Oh. Renko sees me blushing and she grins. Should I take it based on your response, or lack of that you had a very good dream indeed? Take it however you want. You aren't going to tell me about it. Why'd you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I'm your girlfriend. You shouldn't keep secrets from me, Sho. I don't mind telling you that in my dreams I was relaxing on the beach on this super cute bikini, getting a tan while a bunch of burly men fan with me in palms. leave to call me your majesty. Do you want to be pampered then, Renko? Of course, isn't that what all girls want? I wouldn't know, I'm not a girl. Does that mean you don't want to be pampered, Joe? I guess the Renko of my dreams was pampering me in a way, though I'd rather think that dream was the prelude of something that wasn't wholly child-friendly. I wouldn't mind it, I guess, but I don't think I want to be wearing a bikini. Really? Wow. Renko grins. I think you look pretty cute in a bikini, though, for a guy. You don't have a bad body. What? Hold up, no. Ain't no way, we're not wearing that stuff. Ain't no way. Well, thanks very much. It's appreciated, I guess. Not that I think that I'm particularly good looking. A lot of guys said I was punching above my weight when Renko asked me out, and I'd be inclined to agree with them. Still, the fact remains that Renko's my girlfriend, not theirs. That has to mean something. That's what I try to tell myself, at least. I don't think I'm anything all that special, really, but it's a bit too early in the morning to start with the self-depreciation, especially not with my girlfriend clinging to me. I'll pencil in my regular self down for another time slot, say about 11. Speaking of which, what time is it? It feels like I've been sleeping for a small eternity, and my thoughts are jumbled. I think I stayed up late last night studying. I had to stop pushing myself so hard. What time is it, Renko? It's almost 10. What, already? But that's so late. I've already missed my first lecture. I had to get up out of bed right now before I get in trouble. I ease Renko off of me gently, of course. I don't want to hurt her, then rise to my feet. I make a grab for my clothes, which are folded up neatly on the swivel chair by my desk. I'm a pretty tidy guy, and I never, as a rule, leave my clothes lying about on the floor, and I hasten to put them on when... Hey, Joe, you silly thing. What are you doing? I'm getting ready for class, obviously. Yes, I can tell, but you don't need to. It's the weekend. The weekend? That's right, you don't need to hurry to dress yourself. And you certainly don't need to go to campus. You don't have any lectures or any seminars. You should just, enjoy yourself instead. Oh. I felt so disoriented after my dream. It was so awfully realistic. I had totally forgotten what day of the week it was. Now that Renko bring it up, however, she's quite right. It is the weekend. I shrug out my smart button-up shirt while Renko titters. You're so silly, Joe. You act like so smart and studious, but you can be quite an airhead at times. Do you mind? Nah, I think it's cute. Cute? I'm not. Yeah, you are. You're super cute, especially when you're blushing like that. We've been together a while already, but you still act like a total virgin when we're together, which is funny because I know you're not. We've done all sorts of stuff together. And since it is the weekend and all, Renko licks her lower lip a bit like a cat might while looking me up and down. Why don't we take our time to make one another feel good? You've been studying up pretty late this last week, so you deserve a bit of a spoiling. My adorable Sohei. Ah, man. What a girl. Ooh. Hey, Sho, I just had a thought. I glanced at Renko curiously. We've been both finished up in the bathroom, and Renko since got dressed up in her casual clothes. Her clothes aren't anything particularly showing off. She's just wearing a hoodie and a skirt, but they don't need to be. Renko pretty enough that she's looked good in anything. Renko's tied her lavender hair out into a ponytail too, which lends her yaffle sporty sort of charm. I'm taken all over again by just how cute my girlfriend is as I examine her. We've been together for a few months already, but I can hardly believe she asked me out. But I'm getting distracted. I can't keep focused on Renko no matter how cute she is. What were you thinking about, Renko? Well, it's just a bit of passing fancy, but... Renko laughed shyly. It looks like her face is starting to turn red. Now that's strange. Renko isn't the sort of who gets flustered easily. If it was interesting before, I'm downright intrigued now. What could be bothering her? I noticed when I was in the bath that I'm getting a bit of the tummy. I've never really worked out before, but I'm starting to think I should hit up the local gym. It should help get rid of my belly, not to mention my squishy arms. Oh, it's so cute, but you gotta get rid of it though. If I'm being perfectly honest, I've never noticed that there was anything at all amiss with Renko. I think she looks beautiful whether she's in her clothes or out of them. I don't think her belly is too big. I certainly don't think her arms are squishy. It's true enough, I guess, that her thighs are pretty plump, especially given how slender the rest of her is. But I never thought of that as a negative. I think it's quite appealing, actually. I don't think you need to lose any weight at all, personally, but I guess your body, it's your body. If you want to go to the gym, you can. I won't stop you. Well, thanks, Sho. I knew you'd say that. You're such a sweetheart. It's super nice of you, too, to try and downplay how much weight I've gained. I know it must be obvious, but you're still trying to be all suave about it. You're so cool. No, I'm being serious. Like, I really don't think you've gained much. Wait. Oh, stop. You're flattering me. It really is a shame, though. Renko pouts. You're so good at cooking, Sho. I can't stop eating your food. I should usually pack on the pounds because of you. I've never eaten as much as I did before I moved in with you. I swear. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Nah, it's fine. I was giving it some thought, and while I could lose some weight by restricting my calorie intake, I'd rather not do that. Your food's so young I can bear to not eat it. That sounds like a real conundrum. It is indeed. My boyfriend's home cooking that's full of sweets, lovey-dovey feelings, or my figure. It's awful having to choose between the two. I'm pretty smart though. At least when it comes to some things, so I could choose option C instead. The gym, you mean? Yep, that's right. I've been meaning to check it out for a while, but, well, I've never been to the gym before, and they don't tend to be full of, like, burly guys. I'm afraid I'll stand out. You're afraid? I raise an eyebrow. That isn't very much like you. I know it's not, but even I get anxious trying new stuff out. I'm not, like, the totally infallible. I'm afraid I'll stick out like a sore thumb. I'm sure there'll be more people at the gym other than the burly guys, but I offer Renko a smile, a small smile. Since it's my fault, I guess that you gain weight, I can always come along with you. Oh, would you, Sho? Of course, I'm your boyfriend and I'm supposed to support you, and I want to help cheer you on. And who knows? I've never been to the gym before myself, but it might make for a nice change of pace. It'll be fun doing something together, I think. Well, I quite agree. I was wondering whether I should ask, actually, if you want to come with me, but I didn't want to be pushy. I was afraid to be a pain. You've really taken a load off my shoulders. It's alright, Renko. You don't need to worry. Going out with you is never a pain. Oh, Sho, you're such a lady killer. I'm glad that I snapped you up, else I bet girls all over Toko would be falling over themselves to get at you. Somehow I doubt that. You always doubt the things I say. You have like zero self-confidence, even though it's ridiculous. You're handsome, you're so considerate, and you always know how to cheer me up. I must be the luckiest girl in the world. Yeah, well, I think I must be the luckiest guy to be dating you. Now that's what I meant about being a lady killer. You always know the right things to say. It's like you're reading off a script or something. But I digress. I actually ordered some super cute sportswear for this occasion. I tried it on the other day when you were out, and I think it looks cute. At the very least, it makes my butt look good. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me in it. That ought to make going to the gym worthwhile, even if it does turn out to be a bust. It sure is a bust. That does sound rather enticing. Are your new shorts skin tight? Well, of course they are. Okay, I can work with that. Not bad. All of a sudden, going to the gym sounds like a really good idea. I thought you might say that, Sho. You're a great guy, but jeez. Renko laughs and nudges me in ribs with her elbow. You really are predictable. I sure am a lucky man. Half an hour later, we're here. We're finally here. This is like my first time going to the gym. I didn't know they have so much equipment. This place is like sleek, modern looking. It's amazing. I don't know very much about gyms myself. Never have been in one before, but I have agreed with Renko there. This gym that she's taken me to does look pretty fancy. Like, it's not bad. So much weights all over the place. This gym is decked out with in what I take to be the latest equipment. All of it's sleek and shiny. Oh my god, it's weighed up to like 100 pounds. The gym's floor, meanwhile, is reflected, polished to such a degree. I can see my own reflection, albeit a bit distorted, when I look at the ground. The gym is located on the upper floor of a skyscraper, and the outer walls are studded with glass windows. These windows look out on the gray, dreary Tokyo streets and the crowd with the throng of them. All people from this vantage point look at the little ants. It's giving me a bit of a power trip. Renko told me before we came here that this gym is part of a well-known chain with branches all across Japan. Apparently, a lot of famous people use these gyms, actually Olympic athletes and the like. I don't recognize any of the people I can see working out right now, but that's not saying much. Just as I'm severely uninvested in my own fitness, I don't really follow any athletes either. The people I can see about me, however, in their skin-tight lycra, all look incredibly serious. I'm surprised that Renko suggested we go to the gym like this for our first foray into the world of fitness, given it's so high-end, not to mention expensive, but Renko's kind of like that. She's a go big or go home kind of gal. When she gets an idea into her head, she makes sure to do it properly. She doesn't do things by halves. I just hope my wallet can survive the beating I know it's going to take. While I laminate the state of my finances or lack of, I continue to look about the gym, eyes wide. There's so much equipment, I don't know where to start. I feel just like the kind of candy store. but sure, look. Renko tugs at my arm, then diverts my attention over to the corner of the room. Don't you think that's a woman's that woman's so pretty? Who? Oh, pink hair. Well, red hair, hot pink. Renko's busy staring, no scratch, at leering at a busty, leggy woman whose hair is tied back in a simple functional braid. The woman who's running on one of the treadmills, her shoulders square and her back straight. The woman's eyes are narrow in some concentration, and she isn't sparing anybody else in a single gaze. She's staring off in the distance at a fixed point which seems to exist beyond human comprehension. Her focus is so intense, it's kind of scary. Hard to tell given she's on a treadmill, but I get the feeling this woman's actually pretty tall. Like, what is she, like 6'5"? She looks like she could be a model. That's why when I look at her, I feel the faintest flicker of recognition. I think I might have seen her before. Maybe she's some sort of celebrity. She's so cool. I bet she thinks she's going to show. Can you tell? I have no idea. She looks like she's pushing herself, though, to the limit. Doesn't she just... Her legs are like a total blur. That's famous. Blue Hedgehog has nothing on her. I think that'd be awesome if I could be as disciplined as she is. But maybe I'm expecting too much from myself since I'm a total novice. I thought I looked that dignified when I started working out, but a girl can dream. Alright, I've decided I want to get at least half as good as that woman. That's my goal. She's working really hard, so I have to. I'd be letting myself down if I didn't try. First things first, however, Renko smiles bashfully. I should probably limber up. I need to get all nice and relaxed. It's with this cheery exclamation that Renko sets to work. She sits down on the ground, her legs splayed, and shifts her torso forward. I think she's trying to touch her toes, but it doesn't look like she's having very much success with that. And judging by those pain squeaks, it doesn't sound like she's having much success either. Renko's only been trying to touch her toes with her outstretched fingers for a few moments, but it's not really working. Her face already looks a bit flush, and her teeth are gritted. I'm starting to feel a bit worried about her. Are you alright, Renko? I'm fine. This is just more of a workout than I thought it'd be. I always thought I was pretty flexible. That's funny, so did I. But my stupid arms don't want to bend. What gives? Olympic gymnasts always makes this kind of thing look so easy on the TV. Why can I even do this much? That would probably be because you're not an Olympic gymnastic, obviously. Oh, what the hell? Renko jumps alarmed, then looks up with large comical eyes. The one with the braid that Renko was sized up earlier was finished with a treadmill. Now she's standing next to Renko. I can't say I expect her to interrupt. Color me surprised. Oh, hello, I hope my noises weren't distracting you. They were a bit, it's true. how embarrassing. But I was more distracted by your poor technique. My technique? The woman nods brusquely. You aren't sitting properly. If you insist on trying to stretch like that, you'll pull a muscle. I take it you're a complete amateur when it comes to working out. Yeah, I am. I've never been to a gym before. I could tell. The woman sighs. Good grief. I can't believe you came here without looking any of the basics up first. Were you just magically hoping you know the best to move your body before you came here? That might have been my plan. Yeah. I didn't know working out was so serious. It's incredibly serious. If you don't know your body limitations, it's natural that you'll push past them, that you'll put yourself in danger. I don't want to see you hurting yourself, so... Whoa. The woman positions herself behind Renko, then presses her palms against her back. Let me help you. Are you going to correct my posture? That was my general idea, yes. I don't trust you to carry out these exercises on your own, but if you have me to oversee you, it should ensure you don't cause yourself any undue injury. Oh, I see. I'm sorry for throwing you off on workout routine. I hope it's not too much of a pain. It's no problem. It will be more of a pain for me and for you too if you started screaming in agony. Now you need to loosen up first. Try to relax your anus. Take some deep breaths. Aye, Captain. Renko inhales and her eyelids falling shut. It looks like she's trying to steady herself. Her chest begins to rise up and down with more regularly, while the tension in her shoulders unknots. The woman, meanwhile, the kind senior, as I've started referring to her, nods approvingly. She doesn't smile. She doesn't seem to the sort to smile, while she doesn't look as perturbed as she did before. I guess that's progress. There you go. That's good. Do you feel all better already? Oh yes, I feel a lot looser. It's amazing how much difference some breathing exercise can make. Breathing is indeed a very important part of your working out. You need to get that down first, otherwise you'll find yourself gasping for air, which isn't very pleasant. You wouldn't want to hyperventilate, would you? No, ma'am, not at all. Good. I'm sure your boyfriend wouldn't want that either, so please be more attentive in the future. Now I'm going to push on your back. I want to see how much you can stretch. Is that alright? Oh yes, that's fine. Give it to me, baby. Baby? What? The Kaiser looks a little perplexed at this, but she doesn't seem annoyed. She isn't exactly smiling, but the corners of her lips are twitching. That kind of seems like an awful familiar way to address me when we're still strangers, but I do enjoy your pep. You'll need a lot of that if you're serious about improving your fitness. Now let us begin. So saying, the woman pressed her palm more firmly against Renko's back. Renko leans forward. In response, her arms outstretched. When she was on her own, Renko was having a really difficult getting her fingers anywhere near the vicinity of her feet. But now, oh, I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. I'm actually like touching my toes. I thought you'd be able to. I could tell just from looking at you that you have rather a lot of potential. You just need a bit of help to unlock it. Now let us keep going. Are you up for, let's say, 20 reps? Hell yeah, I am. I can do this. I'm gonna show everybody what I'm made of, including you, Show. The minutes pass by with the help of the kind senior whose name I realize perhaps brilliantly I don't know. Renko was able to finish up her first set of exercise. Now successfully loosen up the kind of woman Renko gives. Renko a few pointers about the rest of her workout routine. She demonstrates to Renko a series of relatively simple exercises that explains which muscles they're designed to train. Renko looks at her eagerly, nodding at all the while. She looks so taken with this woman that if Renko was a puppy, her tail would be wagging. That's kind of cute mentally imaged, actually. Since Renko has lilac hair, I bet she'd have lilac ears and a lilac tail too. I wonder if her hypothetical tail would be as fluffy as her hair. While I'm pondering the intricacies of what Renko would look like if she was a furry, Renko embarks upon her workout session in earnest, overseen all the while by the woman with the braid. It looks like she's getting into this. Alright, it looks like Renko's doing her best, so I'm going to follow up suit. I scanned the gym searching for something beginner friendly and let my eyes rest on the treadmill. It should be easy enough to get to grips with, and I think I know I'm going to spend the next hour. Alright, I think that's it. Renko rises to her feet and stretches once she finally finishes a particular demanding series of crunches. Her hair is damp with sweat and loose treadles are sticking to her flushed face. Her cheeks are red and her chest is heaving up and down from the effort of inhaling. She looks rumpled, but that doesn't make her any less attractive. I think she might look even better now, actually, as she did earlier after she stepped out of the bath. Her skin smooth and squeaky clean. I think I'm about ready to hit the showers. What about you, Sho? Are you just about done? That sounds good to me. I turn off the treadmill, which comes to a halt with an electronic beep and steps off of it, momentarily disorientated when my soles meet the solid, immovable earth. I'm so tired too. My legs feel like they're about to turn to jello. You must be working too hard, mister. Well, it takes one to know. Aren't you tired too? A bit, yeah. But I don't think I went at like quite as hard as you did. I'm a noob when it comes to exercising. When at least I know I have to pace myself. You meanwhile don't know what to call it quits. I bet you only worked out as hard as you did because you want to show off, right? What? No, I didn't. Yes, you totally did. You wanted me to think you're super cool, pushing yourself that hard. I bet you wanted me to fawn all over you like, yeah, show you're so awesome. Isn't that right? Well, I glanced away from Renko feeling a bit abashed, not to mention Bush. I've not been dating Renko very long, but she does know me pretty well. She's quite canny, really. She wasn't totally off the mark as a matter of fact when she said I was pushing myself to show off. Maybe I did want Renko to fawn over me just a little, but admitting that is an embarrassment. Damn it! I think you're reading into things a bit too much. Sure. Renko laughs, then playfully, she pokes her tongue out at me. Well, we can head to the locker room soon enough, but first I want to thank that nice woman who helped me out. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have gotten the hang of this thing so quickly. Now I wonder where she is. Renko scores the gym, as I do but neither of us can find any trace of the kind of woman who came to Renko's aid. Maybe she's in the showers. She must have left already. That wouldn't, I guess, be too surprising. People come and go in the gym all the time, and it's not like that woman was our friend or anything. Neither Renko nor I even know her name. She had no reason to hang around us. Still, Renko looks a little peeved. Well, Fui, I guess we won't be telling her how much I appreciate her help after all. Did you want to talk to her again that badly? Of course, I did. She was really nice. It might have been nice to get her number, though a name would have been good. Oh well, maybe we'll see her again if she comes back. Are you planning to make a bit of a habit of going out to the gym then? Yeah, I had a blast, didn't you, Sho? Wasn't bad, I guess. Set aside how exhausted I feel right now, I guess. Well, that's not exactly arousing. Recommendation? But it sounds like you didn't hate it at least. Of course, I didn't hate it. I was with you. Oh, you. Renko laughs and then swats at me. There you go again with those corny lines of yours. Not that I mind, of course. I'd say that you're making me blush, but my face feels so hot already. I guess it doesn't really matter. Now, Renko loops her arms through mine, then press her chest against my arm. Let's blow this joint. That was super fun. I'm stoked. Renko's been pretty happy ever since she left the gym. She's walking with the veritable springs to her steps, her ponytail bobbing merrily up and down. We go out of the gym about 10 minutes ago, after we both showered and changed back into our casual clothes. Renko must have toweled herself dry, but her hair is still a bit damp. A few lavender curls are stuck to her cheeks, and her face looks flushed. I feel pretty tired after my hour-long session. My poor legs are aching, but Renko doesn't seem to be feeling the burn at all. Instead, she's grinning as though she hasn't had a care in the world. I really am glad I met that nice woman, and without her, I would have been like totally lost. I just wish I got her name. I'm sure she looks familiar. Do you think she was some kind of a celebrity? The woman Renko and I met at the gym was certainly pretty enough to be famous. She was only wearing sportswear and her hair was like tied back in blandly functional gray, but she was strikingly pretty regardless. She looked exactly like the sort of woman who might be a fashion model or maybe even an idol. Then again, I don't think she had a sweet, girlish charm required for idols anyways, nowadays. Not that I very much know about idols. I don't really go in for cute, upbeat music like that. You know, she might have been... her aura had really was coming commanding. She was incredible, just like first ever solo album, which will be coming out on June 16 for fans of Odaka Anna. It's a must. Don't miss it. Oh, Renko breaks off the mid-conversation and looks up as, do I? Wait a minute. We're meandering through a pretty built-up part of Tokyo that's full of bursts of tall buildings. Atop of such a pretty building, it was a large screen. Which upon us, I see a young woman displayed wearing a very glittery outfit. I don't know very much about idols, but even I recognize this girl. You have to be living under a rock not to. This girl's like the ad just said. Odaka Anna, a member of the popular girls group 48 Angels. 48 Angels is a name that might have suggested a girl group. A monstrous proportionist which has a grand total of 48 members. 48 Angels have dominated Japan's music industry for the last 3 years ever since they debuted. Their singles are always at the top of the charts, and it's not uncommon to see at least one member of this girl group on TV whenever I flick it on. The girls of 48 Angels are involved in all sorts of business deals, from appearing in TV dramas to advertising yogurts. The most popular member of 48 Angels, however, will be Okanda Anna. Anna's been in the center of 48 Angels' last 4 hits. She's so famous whenever anybody says the word idol, Okanda Anna's face is the first thing I think of. Half Japanese, half Austrian, Okanda Anna's appearance sure packs a punch. God, these last names, man. She's incredibly cute with her wide, dull eyes, and her snaggle teeth, but she's cute in a way that's distinctively different from the rest of the popular actors and singers and fashion models you see on TV. Maybe that's why she looks so beloved. It doesn't help, but that she's really well mannered either. I don't think I've heard a single negative thing about her. Not that I go looking for gossip about idols, of course. That's not really in my wheelhouse. Still, Anna sure is something. Renko seems to agree with me because she's staring up at Anna, craning her neck to get a better look at her. Oh, I can't wait for her solo album to come out. I'm super stoked. I bet it'll be amazing. All of Anna's songs are. Are you a fan of Anna's then, Renko? Well, of course, isn't everyone? Good point. It's a sign of just how much of a big deal Anna is that even I know about her. I wouldn't call myself a fan per se, but I definitely don't have anything against Anna. I'm rather fond of her too. She's my inspiration, actually. It's partially because of her that I want to drop to see those extra pounds. I know I'll never be as actually as dope as Anna is. That's just like I'm impossible, especially with my genes. But I like to look the best I can. Don't get anywhere in life. You don't get anywhere in life if you don't give it your all. At least that's what Anna's ascension to stardom has taught me. She's so cool, but she's so down to earth in all of her interviews too. Renko sighs dreamily. Maybe I'll have to learn how to dance myself. What do you reckon, Sho? Maybe I've never tried it before, but it'd be fun to practice some of the 48 Angels choreographically. They have a lot of very cute dances, though they look a bit of demanding. That sounds like another fun way to stay in shape. Are you serious about that? Well, why not? I've always wanted to try out dancing, but my parents could never afford any lessons. I'm an adult now, though. I have a job, well, a part-time job, so I might as well give it a go. You only live once. Heh, that's quite good saying. I look back at the large TV screen that dominates Tokyo's skyline, but it isn't displaying Okada Anna anymore. Instead of some ad for a new action movie is on the screen. I don't mind action movies myself, but the grizz-looking lead on the screen is vastly less successful at capturing my attention than Anna was. Well, if you really want to try your hand at dancing, I think you should do it. Really, Sho? Of course, you are a talented woman. I'm sure you'll be able to do anything you put your mind to. I will support you no matter what it is you want to do, even if that is becoming an idol. I'll always be your number one fan. Well, I don't know if I'm talented enough to become an actual idol. Not like Anna, she's in like a way different league to me. Compared to her, I'm like a potato, and if I did take up dancing, I don't think I want to do it for a living. I've heard idols have pretty strict schedules, so it sounds kind of rough. Plus, we wouldn't be able to date them. That'd be like a huge scandal. Good point. It would be pretty rough if you became an idol and we had to break it up. But even if you don't pursue a career in the limelight, you can always perform for me. Oh, like a private performance, you mean? I don't feel the catching voice in Renko's words, nor the suggestive way she bows her eyebrows. I know what she's talking about, but for once, the face doesn't flush from her teasing. Maybe I'm getting used to it. Instead, I say with a weary smile, sure, I think I'd like that. You look great dancing about in an outfit like Anna's. Though I think privately she looked even better. Nothing at all. That's giving me a thought. And no, it's not a lewd one. A lewd thought. Okay, this is not bad. I see an image in my mind of Renko standing out on stage, backlit by bright, flashing lights. I see she's wearing the same outfit as Anna, cute outfit as Anna, was clad in while advertising her solo debut, and her hairstyle is per usual tied up in a high ponytail. Oh, and Renko's face is bright. Cheery smile with one hand extended to her audience. Anna, meanwhile, is standing next to her, striking a similar cute pose. Anna is beaming her blue eyes, one of her most striking features sparkly in the lights of the stage. Renko and Anna are dancing together, their steps in a perfect sync with one another. Meanwhile, the strobe lights behind them flash and flicker and pounding pop music plays. Above the sound of the music pop, I can hear a raucous appreciation of their fans. Of all of them cheering until their throats are sore. Go, Anna, you're the best. You can do it, Renko. You're both so cute. This is like the collab of the century, two cuties together at last. Forget 48 angels, I only need 2 angels in my life. You're so cute, Anna. I love you, Renko. Anna, Anna, Anna. Renko, Renko, Renko. Loud cheers ripple in their rank as their Renko addresses the sea of fans that I've thronged in their thousands to see her. Wow, that's thank you guys. Your cries are like totally warming my heart right now. Me too. I'm very gratified that you're enjoying our performance. This is seriously crazy though. I never thought when I decided to start dancing that I've never been able to stand side by side with Anna here. She's been a huge inspiration of mine, like the longest time. I've always thought she was out of my reach, but now we're actually performing together on the same stage. It really is incredible. I know I still have a long ways to go, but I'm going to keep doing my best. I'll not rest until I'm finally able to equal you, Anna. That's right, keep working hard, Renko. We believe in you. You can do it. Oh, you guys, you are so nice to me. I don't want to let any of you down, so I'll do my very best. Yes, you do that. I'll be waiting, Renko. I'm always looking for worthy rivals. And right now, I don't think there's anybody more worthy in Japan than you. Whew. Now that was quite a detailed little daydream. When I blink, I can still see the bright lights on stage behind my eyelids. And though I shake my head, I can still hear the cheering of the crowd. Now I'm starting to wonder, would it be possible for Renko to perform with Otana and Anna one day? It sounds like something from a fairy tale. A bit too good to be true, but nothing in the world, I guess, is impossible. Now with a bit of a hard work. Seeing my girlfriend perform on stage like that, in front of so many people, really would be something. I'm starting to feel pretty pumped myself. Hey, show. Huh? I started bash as Renko waves a hand in front of my face. I guess I must be spacing out. Are you okay, Sho? You had this like really serious look on your face. Were you thinking about something naughty? What? No, it wasn't naughty. My fantasy was 100% child friendly. I swear, it was so child friendly. In fact, I'd probably be permitted to without any censorship on any game distribution platform out there. The Renko and Anna in my imagination were fully clothed. Damn it! Even if their skins were a little short. Still, that was not my fault. That's just what idols wear. I'm not a costume designer. Okay, whatever you say. I mean it. I'm sure you do. You're so easy to read. Still, I like that. It means I don't have to guess. Not when I'm around you. You're always very supportive of me. Smiling, Renko takes my hand in her own, then gives it a squeeze. I'm going to keep on doing my best. Can I count on you to stay with you, Sho? Of course you can. I'll always be there for you, Renko. Whatever you decide to become an athlete or an idol, or just a stay-at-home mother, I'm your boyfriend, so I want to support all of your dreams. All of them? That's right, every single one. Well, isn't that a sweet... It's very convenient too for you, I mean. Convenient how? Well, you see, though I have a lot of lofty plans for the future right now, Renko sidles up to me, her chest pressing against my arm, and says in a soft, sultry voice, I just want to get you alone, then have you my way with you. Working out has gotten me all worked up. Would you be down for that, Sho? Well, at the beginning of our relationship, I probably wouldn't be blush at such a question, and indeed, I do feel a bit embarrassed. It always throws me for a loop when Renko propositions me, particularly when she does it in public. It's not like I'm going to turn her down, though. It's nice to know that she wants me so much. I want her too, and so you don't even have to ask. You should know that I always enjoy spending time with you. Yay, I love you, Sho. I love you too, Renko. And I think as Renko leans in to give me a kiss, I don't think that will ever change. Oh, shoot. Alright, we reached the end of this. Alright, but the full game is going to come out on December 21st, so keep an eye out for that, everyone. Well, there goes the end credits right here. Thank you for playing. The whole thing's gonna come out December 21st. This is not bad so far. I guess we might get to know her name though. Well, actually, we already know her name, but it's in the game description if you go look at it. But anyways, that's the end of this video, everyone. So thank everybody for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.